Hi guys, this is Shannon from Skip to My Life, and on today's video I'm going to show you how you can create some adorable DIY Christmas outdoor decor. Let's get going. If you love to live an upscale lifestyle on a downsized budget, I am here for you at Skip to My Life. Some of you may remember this garden bike I transformed last summer, and I will attach that video down below. I'm going to show you how I decorated this bike and this little vignette to be a backdrop for some Christmas pictures. First, I attached this wire basket I recently found on the curb with some zip ties. Now, it's important that everything is very secure since all of this is going outside. We recently had so many wild windstorms here, and the result was that there were sticks and branches everywhere. So I decided to make good use of those and use them in my decor. Now, if you don't have a garden bike or you don't have any of the elements I'm talking about today, you can still use these ideas to create an adorable little DIY Christmas photo backdrop. So to start, I just bundled 3 sticks about equal size together with a ribbon, and then I put some mesh on top. Now in the basket of my bike, I am securing some black pool noodle, and I will tell you that whenever you see black, dark green, or white pool noodle, snap it up, because those are the 3 colors I find most useful in my DIY decor. Now I'm securing those noodles in place with some clear fishing line. Hey, if you're new to Skip to My Life, welcome. We have so much fun on my channel, and it's a wonderful little community, so I am so happy you stopped by. Once I had my sticks displayed the way I wanted, I zip tied them very securely to the basket on the front of my bike. Now you'll see in just a minute that I am going to disguise those zip ties so no one will know they're there. Next, I'm using Dollar Tree garland. Now, I like using Dollar Tree garland to fill in spaces like this. It's not an expensive garland. It's not a high quality garland, but it's perfect for outdoor decor that you may only get 1 year's use out of. You can see that I'm weaving the garland between the pool noodles and the sticks. And for my final touch, I am going to secure some little ornaments from Dollar Tree that have seen better days, but they're perfect for this project. Because this bike had been outside, the seat cover needed to be replaced, so I did that with a waterproof paint tarp. Now you could use this method on any container you have that you want to use outside. It has a plastic undercoat for that paint tarp. You could cover a box or a clay pot or anything you just want to turn into waterproof white. Now next, I'm using a Dollar Tree white Christmas tree that I've spray painted red. And you may have seen this in other projects. It's been repurposed a couple of times, but I also found these little merry and bright canvas bags at Dollar Tree, 2 for $1. I'm stuffing some plastic bags inside, and I'm going to make this kind of a root ball effect for that Dollar Tree Christmas tree. Now I just fluff up that tree, and next we're going to create some faux Christmas presents to put in the larger basket. I wanted them to be dimensions that kind of stack on top of each other, so I found 2 plastic containers that were the perfect size. I wanted to weight them down. One I put a stone in, and one I put a paver in. Now, once these were secure, I wrapped them in a plastic tablecloth, and my friend, little Miss Bella, our new puppy, was happy to help me. For the smallest gift on top, I simply took a part of a brick, just an old brick, and transformed that by wrapping it again in the red tablecloth. So now I have 3 dimensional gifts that stack on top of each other. And you know, you could use this idea for the outside of your front door or your back porch, and you could just go crazy with this and wrap all kinds of containers in different colored gifts, different colored tablecloths. It's so simple and inexpensive to do. For the bow, I'm using Dollar Tree mesh, which does really well in the outdoors. Now, I will say The mesh often fades with the elements, so it's not expensive and you're probably only going to get 1 year out of it. If you're coming back to Skip to My Life, I am so glad to see you again. I love getting your comments and seeing what you all are up to. Today's question of the day is, have you done any Christmas shopping yet? I know it's been a weird year for Christmas shopping, but let me know if you've gotten started. Outdoor decor really is striking if you can use some contrasting colors, and I'm pulling in a contrasting black and white buffalo check ribbon from Dollar Tree to top off those gifts. Now, because you often see outdoor decor from far away, little subtle patterns will not show, so don't be afraid to go really big and bold with your outdoor decor. Make sure you watch all the way to the end of the video because I'm going to show you some shots from my little photo shoot with Bella. Next, I'll show you how to make a window box. Now, this is a window box I normally have plants in when things are sprouting, but right now it's just laying dormant with the soil, so I really wanted to zhuzh it up for this picture backdrop. I started with some more of those little sticks and twigs, and I just used clippings from one of my evergreen bushes. Now, if you don't have a bush like this, I suggest you go to a Christmas tree lot and go during the time when a lot of people are coming, there's a lot of traffic, and ask if you can have some of the clippings from the trees. I have done this in past years, and they are happy to get rid of those. So now I'm just attaching that greenery to the stick with some paddle wire. You can get this at any craft or floral store. Just going around and around to secure that to the stick. And you'll see I'm going to create 5 or 6 bundles this way. These evergreens will stay beautiful and fresh looking for a couple of months. I have used this technique in the past, and you really don't have to spend money on a lot of expensive Christmas decor for your outdoor. I purposely made those sticks a little longer than I needed, knowing that I would need to play with this and break the sticks off at different heights until I was really happy with the way the arrangement looks. If you don't have a window box, you can use the same idea with any container you have. If you have a pot that you had plants in during the summer, but now there's just soil, you could use it with that. You could hang this on your door. You could make it into a swag, a wreath, and just tie a bunch of those together. So the sky is really the limit for ideas. Next, I'm using some Dollar Tree roses, and I'll just be tucking those in. These are silk roses, very inexpensive, and I'm tucking them in bundles of 3. To catch the light, I'm going to be using some of these globes from Dollar Tree, and I will wire them together in bundles of 3. If you follow me on Instagram, it's Shannon Skip to My Life. You saw that I created some centerpieces for my mother-in-law's 80th birthday, and I had so many of these roses left over from those centerpieces. So I decided to repurpose this in a Christmas arrangement, and I really love the way it turned out. The faux window pane that you see in the background is made by gluing 4 large picture frames from Dollar Tree together, and we are going to make a little wire wreath to go in front of that. Now, the wreath I'm using, I purchased from Walmart. They came 3 for, I think it was $5, but I know that Dollar Tree sells similar wreaths as well. We'll use a similar technique as we used for the bundles we stuck in the window box. I am just going to attach one bundle to the wire form with that paddle wire, and then I'll continue to lay bundles on top going in the same direction until we create a complete circle. Once I have that wreath in place, I want to trim it up so it looks a little bit more uniform. Now that you know how easy it is to make these wreaths, you will never again pay huge amounts for these at the store. They are so very simple, and you can make them as big or as small as you need to fit your space. Next, we'll bring that buffalo check pattern in again with some of this netting from Dollar Tree. I'll make a very simple bow by just looping this ribbon over and over about 4 or 5 times. And then in the center, we will pipe clean together a few of those little globes from Dollar Tree, and that will be the center of our bow. In my last video, I created 2 different hot cocoa bar ideas, and I introduced our new puppy, Bella. Well, she is doing very well, learning some new commands and getting along with our other dog, Franklin. So this is the little vignette, the scene that I see out my kitchen window every morning. And in a minute, I will show you a visitor that came this morning to have a little peek at the wreath and see if he could get a nibble. Special thanks to my husband who helped me get the little photo shoot with Bella and make sure she was safe in the basket the whole time. Thanks so much for coming along on today's adventure, and don't forget, until we see each other next time, keep putting one foot in front of the other.